Hi everybody, this is Nancy from the team at Community Homeworks in Kalamazoo. Thank you for tuning in to another story about the people we meet and the impact of our work. Since 2009, Community Homeworks has been working hard to help homeowners stay safely in their homes by providing critical home repairs to income-eligible people. We also offer home maintenance classes and even lend tools so we can cultivate basic skills as we build relationships across neighborhoods. This podcast, called Being Right at Home, will include stories of empowerment, stories of hope, stories of what can happen when people work together. In the words of T.S. Eliot, home is where one starts from. So let's begin. Okay, everybody, we are back this month, and I am really excited. One quick note, though, I want to let you know is that our fun fact, which is usually stated now, we are going to wait until the very end because we've got a special announcement at the end, and it's our fun fact, but you got to wait till the very end, and you'll see why. So anyway, on that note, we're going to get right into the interview. And this month, I am delighted to let you know that we've got a participant in the room with us. Her name is Miss Monnica Woodson, and she's got quite the story. I just met Monnica a couple weeks ago, but it seems like a lot of people in the office know her and love her. And the words I keep hearing about her is strong, resilient, brave. And so I can't wait to get to know her and to introduce her to all of you. So, Miss Monnica, welcome to Being Right at Home. Let me start by asking you a couple questions just more about you. You are a homeowner, correct?
Yes, I am.
How long have you had your home?
13 years now,
13 years.
as of April 30th.
Okay, so you just passed that anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay, and besides being a homeowner, what other hats do you wear in terms of family?
I have raised kids. I'm taking care of my grandkids right now, helping my son with his kids.
Okay.
I'm an author.
Oh,
I have a book out. I had surgery, but I had to put my LLCs behind because of my surgery. I had brain surgery, so
so you're this creative being that's been sidelined and had to endure a lot of health challenges.
yes, I have a lot of ailments and chronic illnesses that I have to overcome every day. I try to get through them, not say, oh, well, I have this. I don't want to do that because then that takes over. I have a lot of stuff that I want to do.
Yeah,
As far as getting it done, I feel like I'm in the right place.
that must be where that perseverance comes from that I keep hearing about when your name is mentioned. So, yeah, wow. So when you bought your house, if you're willing to share, did you have health issues then, or did they kind of come about after that?
Yes, I have. I've been had health issues since I was younger, and it just started growing. One thing after another. But I pushed through it. It's a challenge every day. Sometimes, it's better than others. Sometimes it gets worse, really, really bad. But I don't sit there and let it take over me.
You're not letting it define you.
My house I've had since 2012. I signed papers. I've actually had my grandmother come over, and she was there.
When you bought the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wanted to come do her hospice there. So we helped her be comfortable. She went home Mother's Day.
Did she?
Yeah.
Did she?
It was nice that she was there. She wanted to be there. She knew that I was getting the house, so she was like, "I'm coming home with you." So we was preparing for that. We did. It was okay.
So she was one of your first house guests then?
Yeah, we moved. We moved in. The house was April 30th. We moved in, and May 1st she came. So
Wow. So that's your original memory of it. And that house has been, it sounds like a safe space ever since for a lot of people.
yeah, I've helped people in that house that I'm in now. My family, my kids came up sort of. They was kind of like teenagers, and they're grown now. So the grandkids is taking over.
Okay.
It was okay. Then I started seeing the problems that I had concerns about, and then I heard of community homeworks.
I know any of us who are homeowners know that when we least expect it, something is going to happen. The leak or the furnace or the water heater or something. What happened in your home?
The furnace needed to be worked on. Then my water heater went out. So I had to get help with that. Got in touch with this program. The program that needed the application, I filled out the application and went through everything with that, met the requirements and everything, and they came out and helped. And it was a brand new water heater. They helped out a lot. It went from one of my ceilings had caved in.
Oh, because of a leak?
Yeah, it was an ongoing leak.
Oh.
And the problem was I thought it was fixed,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't. And the ceiling had came down. So they came in to help with that. They fixed it.
And I'm guessing, or I'm assuming, these things happened kind of sequentially, like 1 year and then
Yeah.
okay for a while and then. Okay.
Yeah. I've been with the program for a couple of years.
Okay.
Putting in applications. I have to, sometimes you have to start over. Have to put in another application, but
Yeah, and just for my point of reference, so I can envision this, how old is your house? Do you know when it was built?
I think it was built in the 60s. I'm not quite sure right off the top, but I think it was built in the 60s.
So it might be close to 70 years old or something. Okay. When things, and yeah, wow. So tell us about the process in working with us. What was it like was the application process user-friendly?
I had people that walked me through it. Everything that I needed, I would always make sure that I got, and it was okay before I turned it in. And it was real nice working with me with that.
Okay. And then once in your home, this is one thing I always am impressed with our work crew is they'll come in to fix a specific diagnosed problem.
Yes.
But in the process, they'll notice something else in the house.
They did.
Did that happen in your house?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about that.
The switches, when I turned the light switches off and on, they blinked.
Oh.
And the light switch, it had a short in it. So they had to repair. There was stuff in the basement that needed to be done. They called in a plumber.
Okay.
Because it was backing up in the basement too. So they just were like, okay, we got to make a call. So they made a call. The plumber ended up coming out, and that problem was fixed too.
Oh, okay.
So,
And then during the process, did they keep you apprised? We really think we need to do this, or what do you think about this? Or did they work with you?
everything was like right in order. They worked with me as far as if something needed to be done, if I needed to get in touch with this person, they would call me back, and they always stayed on top of everything that needed to be done and, keep in communication with me.
They probably loved communicating with you too, because they knew you would do your homework or
Right.
your end of it. So I bet you that worked out really, really well. Wow. So that roof ceiling issue got fixed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good. How's your furnace been working lately?
Fine.
Good.
I
Good.
don't know right now if I need another one. I don't know how many years that you have supposed to have it, but
So far, so good.
Yeah.
That's part of your story I did not know about. But what I have know a tiny bit about is that you decided at some point, I'm a homeowner. My house is getting fixed up. It's getting safer. It's time for me to do as much preventative maintenance and even simple maintenance as possible.
Right.
So you decided to come to our homeowner education classes,
Correct.
right? So tell us about those.
Okay, so it started after my brain surgery. I have noticed that I had a problem with short-term memory,
Okay.
and it's things that I know well in my heart that I knew stuff, but I didn't remember how to do it. Okay. So with me having to get in touch with the education program, I've heard about that too. So I was just like, I'm free, so I wouldn't start having my daughter or my son, take me there, and they would, pick me up. I learned a lot, still learning and attending the classes, how to do like small projects, how to use like the handheld tools. I can't change a toilet by myself, but I can direct now.
Can you?
Yeah, I know how to, you know, take it apart. The only thing I was familiar with that I remembered was to do the flapper and the pump. But everything else, I had no clue of how that worked.
How the whole internal mechanisms in the
Yeah.
tank or oh wow.
So now I know how to take it apart, completely apart, the wax rings and all that stuff. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. So how many classes have you been to? Sounds like you've been through a lot.
Yeah. Uh, don't know how many I've been to, but I've been, and I write them down. When I go, I take notes
Do you?
because like I said, short-term memory, I will forget some things, but I can go back and refer to what I wrote down.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I have to like do repetitive things so it can stay. Yeah.
Well, tell the listeners about these classes because it's not lecture format, right? It's not. You do it.
They have speakers that come in. Sometimes it's hands-on. He will, well, it depends on which person is doing the classes. They do like writing on the board or stuff like that. Like they got visuals.
Okay.
It's a lot of information. They give out pamphlets
Okay.
and stuff like that. You have questions. It's on like look streaming on YouTube.
Yep.
So yeah,
Some of our other classes, and if it's like a toilet repair or a drywall repair, you get to actually do it in class,
Yes.
right? Like get out of your chairs and go.
and physically go do it.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a hole that was in my wall. Haven't got to it yet. It was patched up before, but I know it was wrong. But now that I know how to do it, I can have somebody put it in right.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Are you thinking about trying it yourself or?
I might. It's a small hole, so it's not like I have to, like carry a big piece of drywall or nothing like that. So it's just like probably like a little hole like that.
And one thing I've heard, and let me know what you think, is that if you hire or ask a friend or neighbor to do it, because of that background from the class and watching and observing, you'll kind of know if they're doing it right. Is
Right.
that true?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That goes back to the toilet. I can't pick it up, but I can. Hey, you missed the ring. So yeah.
That's so cool. Just to help me know how many years you've been doing this, when was your surgery, your brain surgery?
Last January.
Oh, okay. Oh,
24.
wow.
Right.
So okay. I was thinking it was 5-6 years ago. So, okay. Okay.
It's recent.
So you've been recuperating and learning the last year and a half.
Yeah. I had a physical therapist. I didn't realize that when they said I had to go to speech therapy, I didn't know that I'm like, I can talk. But I didn't know how bad it was. But yeah, she gave me stuff to do, like at home. We did it there. I went through occupational therapy too.
Did you?
So the stuff that I learned there, I still do at home.
Okay.
But I think this program, when I reached out to them to get into classes, it helps me
In what way? Tell us.
to remember things because I have to remember. I have to pay attention to in detail. I just keeping the information in is the biggest challenge. So yeah.
So it's kind of part of your physical therapy or occupational therapy in a way, just learning new things.
Yeah, occupational therapy and speech therapy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just for your specific case. And wow. Well, what do people out there need to know about community homeworks because you've been with us now for, I'm just going to round it off, about 10 years for one thing or another.
Yeah. About that long. I know it's been a long time. They can come in and get information from the desk, from people that's, word of mouth. They can to come in and like learn in this program. Community homeworks helped me a lot. Like it was things that if it wasn't for this program, it would not have gotten done.
Okay. So what would, yeah, I hate to even make you go in your mind what would have happened without our help or what?
As far as like the plumbing, plumbing is a lot. It's a lot. Water heaters out of pocket, you know, and especially for people that don't have like a lot of money. Home ownership actually, a lot of people want to go to the renters because the landlords help, but homeowners got to do it themselves. And a lot of people I refer, I know the program, so if I know that they're going through something, I pass the information on to them. My mom recently was one of the people that I passed the information on to because she got some issues home, in her home. And I told her like, this might be a program that can help you. One of my friends, she's going to end up coming to some of the classes that I go to.
Oh,
So she can learn stuff too because she want to become a homeowner. So, yeah.
so we'll just give you a title and call you the community ambassador or something. So, but you recently, I think this is where I met you. You came to a recent Lunch and Learn, which is a new offering we have.
Right.
So, what was that like? Because that's not the typical for us evening program.
That program, I normally come to both classes,
Okay.
the one in the afternoon and the evening. And I actually was not even supposed to be with those women that came over there, but it was somebody that I knew.
Oh,
And they was actually talking about another program. And we was talking about the library. So I was like, okay, come on, follow me, And then when he was talking about the program, he came to the other side.
oh,
And, then we end up coming over there.
oh.
And so the one part of when I came back to the building, I was asking about the program that he was talking about, and then that's when I met you.
Oh,
So,
that's how.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Lunch and Learn, it actually does involve lunch, though, right?
Yes,
So
you get lunch. Sometimes it's either afterwards or during.
during.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have like when you come to the class, you can get snacks there too.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You learn a lot. People can give their feedback of what they learned in the classroom. Yeah.
And what do you think in terms of? Do you get to know the other students or participants in the class a little bit?
Yes.
So,
I've met quite a few people. I know a few people from around the town, but you get to know a lot other things that's going on in their homes because they share it. And then if it might be a question that you was gonna ask that they might just ask, and then you got your answer. You don't have to ask it now. Or some people might be too shy to ask questions, and I'll ask.
yeah. You'll give them the
Yeah,
encouragement
I'll
and yeah. Just
But I do encourage them to come back to the next classes, though.
good.
So
Thank you.
people that I be like, come back,
And they're free and they're open to anybody. So, I mean, any homeowner has kind of this. I mean, we all have the same issues. Of
Right.
Furnaces need filter changes and
Right.
screens are going to get ripped and things like that. So, yeah.
I'm waiting on the next one of the other classes that's coming up. I think it's on the 20th, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's about lawnmower maintenance.
That's one of our popular ones.
Yeah.
We have that in the spring, and then in the summer we try to do it kind of seasonal type classes.
Right.
Jenna's really good about that. So yeah. So you're gonna
I've been to some of the women's classes too,
Oh, you have?
and that's where a lot of the women they learned the small handheld tools.
Oh,
So yeah, they got a video of me sawing off a
there you
piece of wood.
there you go.
So
There
yeah,
you go. So what has that done not only for your abilities and capabilities as a homeowner, but just as a person. What does empowerment mean to you?
To help build, to get stronger, to get more knowledge, to encourage other people.
So to take it out in yourself, apply it, and then encourage others.
Yeah.
So it's just promoting that win-win for everybody.
Yeah, I think it's a good program. I like it.
So
I like it a lot. Anytime that I wasn't able to get around and they do, when they stream it, I could watch it then too at home. But I encourage them to come in because I like to ask questions and I can't ask them live. So
yeah, so you can, now that you're more mobile, you can come in and
yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Anything we should know for our own sake in terms of how to make it better, how to improve, how to get the word out, topics for other classes, anything else?
We could have like I say we because I'm in a program, but I know it's not mine, but like have a suggestion box.
Oh,
As far as if people had any suggestions of what else they want to learn about,
I love that.
send out flyers
That's a great
to
idea.
areas that you would want to target.
I love that. I'll have to talk to. Well, Tiana will listen to you. I know, so but she'll hear the suggestion. But that's a great suggestion because we're always looking for new opportunities or what is on the minds of the homeowners. One thing we pride ourselves in is really listening to our participants. They're our teachers. You're our teacher. So we learn a lot from what's going on out there and where people are running into the barriers that they need to confront and then try to empower them. So you're helping us. You're empowering us to empower you. So it's just such a mutual thing. So yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We are going to have our special guest come in, and I'm wondering if you would stick around for that.
Sure.
Okay, well, let's, before we do that, I just want to thank you so much for being here today, for telling your story, you are quite incredible.
Thank
just
you.
frankly,
Thank you for having me.
no, thank you for being here. Okay, everybody, thanks for sticking around because our fun fact is about to happen. And to share that with us is somebody that was here before, and it's Rachel from our team. And so, Rachel, thank you for being right at home and let us know the fun fact.
Glad to be back again, updating. And Rachel McCartney, I'm the Tool Library Program Manager. So our fun fact, what we've been working up to for the last year is that the Tool Library is open, and we are about to celebrate our grand opening in June. Right now, the Tool Library is open and we're gaining members every day. In June, our grand opening will be June 25th. It's a Wednesday. We're going to have an open house from 2 to 4. We'll have a ribbon cutting ceremony, the fresh food ferry out, and some snacks, and we'll tour everybody through and hopefully be signing a lot of folks up for membership. We're really excited about being able to shout it from the rooftops now that we have spent a year dedicated to establishing the program.
Oh, congratulations. And is that ribbon cutting day open to anybody?
Yeah, it's open to anybody who wants to come through and celebrate with us. We'll have Mayor Anderson there helping us in this program and celebrate with everybody. Once you see it, haven't met anybody yet that doesn't get it or get the benefits that it could have to different people in a lot of different ways, but just closing that loop in the prevention end. And we've already seen people really taking a hold of it and really aligns with our mission of creating generational wealth. And we've just already seen it in action. People are so enthused. So we're really excited to bring everybody in on it.
That's perfect. And Monnica, thank you for sticking around. And
Thank you.
What questions I know you had a question.
Who would be able to get it?
So it's anybody who lives in Kalamazoo County and then is 18 years old or older. And so anybody in the county. So there's no income qualification. The membership is pay what you can for a yearly membership. The suggested amount is $35 for the year. That gives you access to the count as of today, over 550 tools that you would have access to all year round. Now that pay what you can, if it's not in your budget that week that you want to sign up, you don't have to pay anything. If you know you have a little bit more to share, you could pay more to support the program.
Good to know.
But yeah, we've got things, lawnmowers. Everybody's going after our lawnmowers and our power washer and our string trimmers and leaf blowers and everything else, getting everything cleaned up for spring.
Lots of spring, summer stuff. Yeah, that is so. We have been waiting for this for 12 months. So congratulations on getting it, and it looks beautiful. I can't wait to see the people coming in and out. And yeah, anything else, Monica, from you? Knowing you and knowing what you've learned, I have a feeling you're going to be a top-notch member and participant of our tool library.
Yeah, I want to. I got a few projects I want to do at home, so I'll be visiting.
Yes. All right.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in this month. And come on in and look at our website for our classes. You can register online. You can also look at Rachel's tool right online. Is that correct?
Yeah, under programs, if you go to Tool Library, there's a lot of information there, and also our catalog is embedded in that page, and so you can browse all of the tools that we have available. Planning purposes, just see what we got. Start planning those home projects.
That's what we're gonna rock and roll this summer. So thank you again. And so everybody, until next month, just take care. Well, that's it for this time, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Between now and next month, we will continue to be in our community, making a difference. But before signing off, I want to ask for your help. Please consider supporting us with a donation of any size. You can easily do this by visiting our website, communityhomeworks.org. Your help will allow us to empower more families as we build a stronger community, one home at a time. So until next month, please take care of yourself and each other. From our team to you, bye-bye for now.